Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tip2Tip, and I am your host, Zach. We are in, I don't know if you can see that back window. It is pure white because we are in the first day of some snowfall in Minnesota. A little chilly, warming up the car, and was thinking, well, I'm going to need to sit in the car for a while to warm this thing up. And that got me to thinking about how I weighed myself this morning. And as you set your goals and intermittent goals, as far as weight loss and fitness and exercise and dieting and all those positive, healthier lifestyle, I use the scale to motivate myself to incrementally, if I lose 10 pounds, I got to tell myself, well, don't gain back 5, and kind of have a limit of of where you will let yourself slide back to, and it should be just about none. But the scale does move, and that had me thinking about how to weigh yourself and not get so overly excited about it. Don't overreact, but don't underreact either. So I'm looking at the other day, I weighed myself. This is within the last week or something, and I had weighed like 3 or 4 pounds less, and then the next day it was back to normal. And so what happened? Well, besides what happened, it got me thinking, body fat, a pound of fat is about 3,500 calories that you would need to burn to eliminate that 1 pound of body fat off your body. And, 5 or 10 pounds of body fat is a ton of weight. I mean, if you lose 10 pounds of water weight, that's nothing. You might not even, you're probably not as healthy as you were. But if you lose 10 pounds of body fat, I don't care if you're 200 pounds or 300 pounds or 400 pounds, losing 10 pounds of body fat is a massive amount. I mean, if you held 10 pounds of just pure fat in your hands, you would see what that looks like. And back to weighing yourself and how your weight can go up and down so much from water. For example, if you go on a keto or a carnivore diet or just fast for a day or 2 or 3, you're going to lose a dramatic amount of weight because of water weight. And so if you do a little math, and this is where the scale comes in, you do a little math, and you know for a fact it's not humanly possible that you burn 3,500 calories extra to lose a pound of body fat. And so that is where this video, and it's just going to be quick, I'm going to try to keep it under 10 minutes, but that is where you can motivate yourself to not overreact to the scale and say, okay, I lost 3 or 4 pounds of water weight that day because I didn't drink enough water, or I ate some diuretic type foods, or my salt retention dropped off, which my water and my salt dropped off. And so I can go for a long walk and I can eat a healthy diet. Hello, welcome to the channel. Are you a rapper? I am not a rapper, but I can throw down if we need to at some point. But this video is about not overreacting to the scale, weighing yourself for motivation. So I weighed myself this morning and I was 240, like almost exactly 240 pounds. And that was kind of, hi. I can't pronounce some of these names. Hello to the channel. Welcome so much. I hope you guys will subscribe to the channel. I'm just a small channel and I'm growing, and me and my Filipino wife want to retire in the Philippines someday in the next few years. I just had a stroke a month and a half ago or 5 weeks ago. Anyway, I'm staying positive and things are moving on. And the scale said 240 when I just weighed 235 the other day. So I tell myself, is it possible I ate 3,500 additional calories to gain that much body fat? And I look at my face and I'm like, no, it's about the same, Did I drink a lot of water? Did I eat? If I eat melon, for example, which has such a high water content, I'll weigh more the next day. And then the next day I'll weigh less, So to let those things, hi, Alex. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you so much. Somebody is firing me up or something. I don't know what that is, but thank you so much. Like I said before, small channel. We're just building and growing and trying to retire. It's a health and wellness and diet and a little bit of fitness and a little bit of finance and, a whole lot of Jesus, and let's just do the right thing. And and take care of ourselves. You know, like when you Google what your body needs and what it doesn't needs, and I don't want to say anything about the medical industry. I don't want to say anything about doctors. They're all great. Everything's as it should be. But do your own research. And oh, thank you for the stickers. Somebody sent me stickers. I don't need. That's awesome. I got. Okay, thank you so much. So go, guys. I got diabetes 9 years ago. Motivated me so much. I weighed 315 pounds. I lost about 75 pounds immediately. It was January 23rd, 2016 when I found out, and by April of that year, so just like 2 months later, 2.5 months later, I had lost 75 pounds. So it's something to motivate you. And so find the things, you know, if you're overweight at all, it's not healthy. And that's all you have to know about it. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be some dramatic, overly emotional response. Just be like, okay, I need to live healthier. And that goes back to weighing yourself every morning and how to stay, you know, let's say you dieted good one day and you did your exercises, you walked. I did like some Tai Chi type things last night, and I wake up and I didn't weigh I thought I would have weighed less. Well, that's okay, because it's not a day, it's not a week, it's not a month program. It's the rest of your life program. Hi from England. Thank you so much for checking in. Guys, you know, we're going live here just because I'm heating up the car and it's taking forever, but it's reminding me, you know, this channel doesn't make any money, very little. And, you know, I've been going I weighed 270 pounds when I started the channel. So I am 30 pounds down. So like I'm going the right way. But it is a weight loss channel, but it's more than just like, hey, look, buy my program. Look how ripped and skinny I am. Mine is more like, nah, look at all the struggles I've went through. The guy's got diabetes. The guy's had a stroke. He's still fighting and losing weight, which, like, use ChatGPT and say, how can I prevent, and name any disease you never want to have. How can I prevent that? And you're going to see, like, lose weight, lower your A1C, get your insulin in check, blood sugar in check, blood pressure in check, you know, cholesterol in check, and that's debatable, but let's just say their numbers are accurate and we need to be in that ballpark, you know, just to do the best we can do. Hello from Texas. Thank you so much. We are just in the cold winter. What's the weather like in Texas now? What's it like in England? We are just chilling here now. I can't even leave yet. My car it's getting warm. We're gonna, oh yeah, you might be able to hear the engine revving up there. Guys, give me that thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Give me that super chat. You can hype videos now? I don't even know how to do it. Somebody got to tell me how to hype a video. I don't know if you can hype live, but I'm gonna learn. It's happening. So what am I gonna do? So back to weighing myself this morning and looking at the scale and being like, wow. So it wasn't a big deal. I'm not gonna eat breakfast then. You know, I took my couple medications that I'm still on, trying to prevent the stroke. Got some aspirin and some antihistamines and one small blood pressure medication. But I mean, they're not healthy. What would be better would be to lose 50 pounds and get off of those medications, and that would be a way better option, in my opinion. You know, but always talk to your doctor, do your research, learn about, you know, what you need to do to protect yourself. Let me see. Do I have my? Oh, we got to get the rear defroster on. Wow, we gotta get through some oh, there, look at that, guys. We're getting through the thick snow. Oh, you can't see the wiper, but it's pert near clearing it off. The good thing we just put new wipers on yesterday. So guys, thank you so much for checking me out. Passed up 100,000 subscribers like a few weeks back, and I haven't made a video about that yet, but just know I thank you guys so much. I appreciate the support. All the likes, all the shares, all the subscribes, all the comments. Now the stickers, I'm loving it. Again, guys, hit that thumbs up. It's free. It doesn't affect your YouTube channel in any way. It doesn't affect your browsing. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more tips and tricks about losing weight from a guy that's not selling anything. from a guy that's struggling for many years. I mean, I was 160 pounds of ripped muscle Golden Gloves boxer at 19. And at 53, that is not the case. So I know what I did to get there. And I know what I did to get here. So it's, you know, I got to back off and get back to that lifestyle. And it was a lot of just eating less. You know, I remember eating carbs. I remember my coaches arguing if I should eat a small potato that day or not. And I ate very, very little, maybe even not enough. But the point is, I was healthier then than I am now, even eating very little. Like I would weigh out a quarter cup of plain oatmeal, you know, one small potato with nothing on it. I would run miles, 10 miles, work out hours and hours, run miles again, work out again. And it was just ridiculous. But I was ripped, and it might have been way overboard. But looking at the options, you know, that was better than being way underboard. That's better than being bedridden. And I'm not trying to get back to that level. I'm trying to get back to walking straight without, you know, having the stroke. It was in my cerebellum, so I don't have good balance. Luckily I can still drive because I feel fine when I'm sitting still or even standing, as long as I'm not, or even walking. Standing, I don't feel great, but walking or sitting, walking straight, if I turn, if I look around, you know, things get a little dizzy. But we're struggling and we're fighting, and being where I am and being where I was, I know what I need to do. And one of the big things is eat less. So weighing myself this morning just kind of convinced me, you know, let's eat less. Let's make sure for a fact we eat less. Let's not guess about it. Let's not ballpark them calories. Let's not have that snack in between lunch and dinner. And today it was just like, you know what, let's just postpone. And I tell myself I'm not skipping breakfast because I would rather skip lunch. I just have breakfast at lunchtime, you know. So that's another trick. Like, oh, I love this food so much. And it's like, okay, we're going to eat that food all the time. It's just not right now, you know. Even going into like being diabetic and knowing the terrible effects of high insulin and high sugar, I would never promote eating any type of processed sugar. Not carbs. You know, go ahead and eat fruits and vegetables. Bananas I stay off of because they're tons of sugar, and there's a couple other, pineapple, super high sugar fruits, just because you're diabetic. If you're not diabetic, those are great for you. Yo, thank you for checking me out. Hello, how are you doing? Guys, somebody give me a super chat. Like the minimalist one you can. If you can go down to 1 cent, 5 cents, I don't even know, but please give me some support. Let me promise to eat less for one super chat. The car is just about ready, guys, and I went 3 minutes over my 10 minutes already. I'm so happy to have went live. I'm feeling great, and this is part of why they tell you to journal, because really think about it. I'm sitting in the car by myself talking to a screen, and I know there's a bunch of people listening to me, but it's not, I'm still just by myself. I'm journaling, I'm video journaling, I'm vlogging. And so that's what it is. And you know what? I might even go back later and watch this video and be like, oh yeah, I said that. I want to stick to that. Oh yeah, I weighed myself, and okay. Oh yeah, I said don't eat before lunch and dinner. I'm really going to stick to that this time. So thank you so much, guys. Like I always say, Jesus loves you. I love you. And I will see you guys in the next video.